Prepare to play.
Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás, mi amo Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, and today we're playing Labyrinth of Lies Collector's Edition. Nancy Drew, sorry. Did I mention Nancy Drew? Okay, so I am a little bit on a tight schedule just because of what's going on behind the scenes here. Yet again, I am on a limited time events with one of my games. Mind you, it is not My Little Pony. I had to actually delete that off my iPad. As much as I sincerely love the game My Little Pony, it just was not working anymore. I could not deal with the issues. Anyway, you are tuning in because you love Nancy Drew and you need help. If you are actually wondering what I mean by Collector's Edition, or as I like to call the Pre-Order Edition, at least when it comes to the Nancy Drew games, with Her Interactive, the only time you can ever get the Collector's Edition is if you pre-order them. Once the game is publicly released, you can no longer access those Collector's Edition games. It really sucks that they do this, but at the same time, I completely understand they can only make so many of the Collector's Edition games. I would think that they could keep the digital version. I would imagine they could keep the Collector's Edition in a digital version of it and keep that stock, considering that could be on an endless thing. Then again, they do need a certain amount of hard drive space. Hard drive RAM. Yeah, okay, never mind. I completely understand why they do it now. Okay, so you're probably wondering what is on the Collector's Edition if you have the regular game. It actually depends if Nancy has a cell phone in the game. And in this case, Nancy does have a cell phone. With the Collector's Edition, Nancy gets phone charms, minigames from the previous Nancy Drew games, as well as random texts from a certain someone. And that certain someone is usually Ned Nickerson, her boyfriend, or as I like to call her romantic friend. The relationship between them is a bit of a pet peeve of mine. If it's not Ned Nickerson, it's Bess and George, who are cousins. They are Nancy's best friends. Or it could be Frank and Joe Hardy, who are brothers, twin brothers to be exact, and they are amateur detectives themselves. They actually have a book series of their own called The Hardy Boys. You can actually look them up yourselves. Hardy Boys actually came out, I believe, 2-3 years before Nancy Drew did. Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, they're both book series. Her Interactive bases all of their Nancy Drew games off the Nancy Drew book series. In this case, Labyrinth of Lies is based on the Greek Simple Mystery number 60. And I actually do not have a personal copy myself, so I actually have to get it from somewhere else. And I will mention that at the end of the video. I love talking about this at the end of the video. I do not know why, but every time I talk about it, it sounds like a freaking sponsor. I promise you it's not. I will be mentioning that title, The Greek Simple Mystery, plenty of times, mainly because the publishing company, the current publishing company, Simon & Schuster, but the original company, Gross & Dunlap, did it as well. They tend to reset the series. And when I mean reset the series, they restart it like from number one, back to number one. They either revise the stories, give it new details, or just update the grammar at least, update the punctuation. They also give it new cover arts, and sometimes a new series title under the Nancy Drew name. Which is really weird, but hey, it kinda works. Anywho, I will be mentioning that title though plenty of times because from my research, I did find 6 different book cover arts, which means they had to have reset the series at least 6 different times. Oof, don't think I could read all of those books, even the revisions and the... ugh. Even if they didn't do revisions, they would create new stories, which is bizarre. Like, how many different ghostwriters do they need? How many ghostwriters do they find, I should say? That's the question. You'd actually be surprised how many ghostwriters there are. Boxcar Children for one, Nancy Drew for one. Carolyn Keene is not an actual author. I'm sorry, I have to burst your bubble. Carolyn Keene is not an actual author, it's a pseudonym. It's a fake name. There are a whole bunch of different authors that use that name so that they don't have to get their name public. Granted, they could have published those stories themselves under their own different names. They could have created their own ghostwriter names, or they could have, well, I don't know what the other or is. Anyway, I suppose there are a couple other things I do want to mention. One with every new game of Nancy Drew, you actually get an option of 2 detective levels. One is amateur, the other is master. Amateur, you get regular puzzles, hints available, detailed task list. With master, you get more challenging puzzles, no hints, basic task list. Now, before game number 28, Ghost of Thornhall, basic task list meant no task list whatsoever. Before number 28, Ghost of Thornhall, you had no task list at all. It would only show one thing, and it would say, I'm a senior detective or master sleuth. I don't need a task list. You mark that off, and you're done for the rest of the game. You don't even get to talk to your friends on the phone for help. But now, with the new interface, you not only get 2 other new features, but you also get a basic task list. I've actually looked at it myself, and it's actually pretty neat. It doesn't have like the details and hints like it does with amateur, but it's a task list nonetheless. I really like it. The other 2 features that I mentioned, they're the fast convo, and I will show that. I have the music on high so that you guys can hear it right now. There isn't any, I don't know why. And the other is connected to the spoiler-free achievements. I'm actually not going to go into details probably on either one just because I keep mentioning it so many freaking times in all the videos so far with Labyrinth of Lies. If you want to know the details of either of them, please check out the previous videos. And that goes with my next topic. If anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please check the description box below. There's a previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have everything that I've done so far with Nancy Drew, Labyrinth of Lies, pre-order edition. Now let's actually get into the game, shall we? Alright, so I do believe we need to be talking to Thanos here. And if I remember correctly, I think Thanos is also a Greek god. I actually want to check the task list real quick. These question marks, by the way, pertain to the hint system that I mentioned, which is connected to the spoiler-free achievements. As I said, I'm not going to go into details about it. I like to go through the task list at the beginning of each video so that I know what I've done and what I need to do.
Haven't done that.
So we need to find a way to cross the river. We need to track down the key. That is freaking driving me nuts. I am going to have to ignore that for the time being, though. And there actually is a 3rd Easter egg. I will tell you guys when that's going to happen. When we
you
actually
found another way down. How enterprising.
Yep.
I do my best.
So do I. Now get out.
No.
Speak.
Woof.
How long have you been with the troupe? Would you prefer I leave you alone?
I prefer you leave.
I have a job to do here.
So be it.
So those arrows are part of the fast combo feature. Oh, right, music. Okay, back to the game. I checked it. I fixed the music.
Why is Xenia in charge?
Because we follow her.
Why do you follow her?
Because I see a future in her.
Ooh! You actually see a future in her? What the heck?
Niobe is afraid of you.
Niobe's fear is not worth a passing thought.
Why not?
It has no shape. It's a map without borders.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there.
Is this your first acting job?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
Hades is the god of death and the underworld. To me, this is not acting.
Is that supposed to be frightening?
To some.
To some, men with no imagination fear death. But those with sense can see it for what it is.
And what is that?
Waiting.
For what?
Nothing. Life is the reflection from the surface of the water. And death is the reflection from below the waves.
Whoa.
Are you in character?
That's deep.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, see.
I have no character. I don't pretend. I am myself.
Is that Thanos or Hades?
Hades isn't real, quiet girl. Thanos is.
It depends on who you talk to. Really. It really does depend on who you talk to.
All right.
Okay.
You were interviewed about the missing art?
You make it sound so nice. Interviewed.
You did speak with the police, though.
Yes.
Why did they suspect you?
Because you're
They
intimidating.
interrogated all of us. I'm sure they'll be back to do it again.
But they cleared you, right?
They know we didn't steal anything. There are others.
Who?
Melina, isn't that her name?
You think she'd steal from her own museum?
Wouldn't be the first.
Wait,
Do you
what?
have any reason to believe she's responsible?
No.
Then why bring it up?
The freaking animation for that.
Is it strange that Niobe's making so much art for the play?
I don't care.
Are you sure about that?
Do you know why Gregor's role keeps expanding?
Because Niobe can't act.
Yeah, agree with
He
you there.
seemed upset when I brought it up.
Did he?
Yeah, I can't quite understand why.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Right?
You're difficult to get to know.
That is the point.
Why?
I'm the man you don't want to meet. Who are you?
Well, I'm the woman who doesn't back down.
I hope not.
I kind of like that response. One, it tells him that Nancy is a fighter. And two, it tells him that she is there to find out what the heck is going on.
I think there's something down here you don't want me to find.
Is it worth risking your life to test out your little theory?
I am.
That sounds a little like a
I do.
threat.
Hades is for the dead. Take that as you will.
Sure, yeah. We already know Hades' character, even though Nancy doesn't.
Later.
I'm good.
Goodbye.
Hades is Mal's dad. He is also Hercules' uncle. Oy. Greek mythology is one big, huge mess. Alright, so. Remember when I thought I had to distract Xenia from her desk again for that little box that I thought she had? Yeah, well. Remember that description? I think I actually took a picture of it. Because I thought, wow, that's a description. Yeah, I did take a picture of it. Figured it out. The letters around the empty squares indicate which letters belong in what row or column. If I place all the letters into the squares in a continuous line alphabetically, that should unlock the box. Maybe I shouldn't look. Should I? I want to. Maybe not. Who does that? Who locks up their notes? I actually do know what he's talking about. And when I first read that, it should have clued me in, even though it took me ages. It refers to this thing, I think. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess this video is just
Hi.
talking to everyone.
How long have you been working together?
As a troupe?
Yeah.
Just a few weeks. It shows.
Yeah, notice.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Whoop.
You're here to investigate the stolen art, aren't you?
I'm here to help Melina, if that's what you mean.
How do you know Melina?
She needed help, and I was available.
Yeah.
You've got an American accent. You just happen to be in Greece?
Says the guy with the American accent.
Wow.
I like to
Nancy.
travel. Why the curiosity?
I'll help you if I can, but don't expect much from anyone else.
This is actually, This is actually a good point to save. Yeah. You know what? I'm saving here, just so that I can show you guys something. I'm gonna say no.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Forget I offered. In fact, just leave me alone. I'm busy.
Alright then. No, I don't want to save.
I'll help you if I can, but don't expect much from anyone else.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna stick with all the help I can get, because seriously, we need a good person with us.
Thanks, I need all the help I can get.
I'll give all the help I can.
There's some very valuable artifacts here.
Priceless.
Doesn't it seem like there should be more security than there is?
Oh, let me tell you a secret. The security you can see isn't really security.
Yeah, noticed.
We got a series of marching orders from the museum about how to behave, and more importantly, how not to trip some of the alarms accidentally.
Wait, seriously?
I think I just saw Niobe using a hidden door.
I love Grigor.
That's your only reaction?
We're in a theater. Theaters are built for sneaking around in.
It wasn't in the theater, it was in the museum.
Oh, that's just to let the staff move without having to wade through the crowd. I know, it seems exciting, but hidden passages are only exciting the first time you see them. Then they're just poorly advertised doors.
Poorly advertised doors. That's a good one. I should use that.
Do you know anything about the stolen art?
Too much.
Why's that?
When it went missing, the police had a long talk with all of us.
That's news to me.
We didn't want it to become a bigger deal than it needed to be. We all agreed to answer their questions. Melina turned over the tapes, and we turned over our keys and let them search our hotels and cars.
So if you're all here, it's safe to assume they didn't find anything.
I got the sense it was just a formality searching us.
Formality? Yeah, sure.
Is it just me, or is Niobe a bit afraid of going on stage?
I wish it was just you. It isn't.
Then why be an actor?
Some people aren't easily explained. Actually, revise that. Most people aren't easily explained.
Yeah.
It seems like she'd be happier in a studio by herself.
I've said the same thing to her.
What did she say?
She's broke.
Oh, gotcha.
Why are you making copies of the art?
That's really Niobe's domain.
Yeah, but she's not talking to us, so...
What drew you to ancient Greece?
Greece cultivated the thoughts and ideas that shaped the Western world, which Rome then conveniently sold door to door at the pointy end of a spear.
Yeah.
Still, I love the gods, though.
Oh,
Imagine living in their shadows. So much drama took place on Olympus.
Right?
I guess the Pantheon was the first theater troupe in a way.
Greece certainly
Yeah,
has
good
a
point.
very impressive cultural history.
I know. I haven't even gotten to the music or the food.
Right?
You're telling me I'll probably gain a few pounds during my visit here.
A few?
Only a few? On the behalf of the people of Greece, I'm insulted. If I had a big Greek family, I'd invite you for food and arguments, and singing at the end.
That would be nice.
It's just
Wouldn't
one
it?
big fat Greek
I'll
wedding.
make it happen one day. You'll see.
Wait, isn't that a movie?
Why were you casting the role of Plutus?
I
Oh,
knew I hadn't made
Frick!
my point.
No! Okay. That definitely freaks the heck out of me. I want to say the C word so much. I mean, there probably is no harm in asking him. It's asking the Hardy Boys this question that ruins it. That ruins our relationship with Grigor. But really, I want to avoid asking this question at all costs.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we are getting pretty close to the end of the video already. I'm gonna call Melina first.
Hi.
Okay, cool.
Did the police talk to you about the missing art?
Of course.
Did they search your home and office?
What are you getting at?
I'm just covering all the angles.
You think I'd steal from my own museum?
No, but I have to ask.
I understand. This museum is my heart, Nancy. It is my child, and my mother, and my father. As a girl, if I had 2 coins to rub together, they'd go straight to admission.
Alright.
A few years of that, then they stopped taking my money. I loved the art and the history so much. They said it was catching. Before long, they paid me to come. This is my home. As much as it hurts to hear the accusation, it makes me happy to know you care as much as I do.
Aw.
Xenia said some of the real art will be on stage. Is that true?
No.
So, she lied to me. You're worried it will be stolen?
No more confusion. No more risk. That is how we move through this.
Alright. Well said.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
I really do want to talk to the Hardy Boys. Let me call them real quick just to see how much stuff we need to talk to them.
Hi.
Oh, quite a bit. We're not going to talk to them about Grigor's list.
I asked Melina if she was involved with the missing art.
So, what's your take?
I think she might be innocent. It sounds like she practically grew up at the museum.
That's weird.
Why?
We looked into it, and she didn't move here until she was in her teens.
Well, did you find anything else I should know?
No, but that's worth looking into.
Right. You know what? Let's go ahead
What can
and
you
ask
tell me
Niobe.
about Niobe?
She is an amazing artist.
Yeah?
Well, she was. I saw a few of her pieces at the Met. Stunning. Her painting spoke to my soul.
I love Joe.
I didn't know you were a fan of painting.
Nance, I'm more cultured than Greek yogurt.
He's been saving that one.
I bet.
I have. I was toying with Europuns for a while, but I couldn't figure out if it was Euro or Hero or Gyro.
Right?
So I moved to Tzatziki for a while, and that was a dead end. Now, Saganaki...
Reeled in, buddy.
Right. Her work is abstract, but
Joe and his puns.
How so?
the docent told me that under each abstract painting is a photorealistic painting.
Huh?
She paints over her work. She replaces the painting with the feeling of the painting.
Interesting.
The amazing thing is that you can sense it. You know what's there.
That's definitely interesting.
If Niobe's such a talented artist, why is she acting?
The part Joe left off is likely the reason. Her career is steeped in controversy.
In what way?
She was accused of art forgery, but it's not true.
You don't want it to be true.
Of course I don't. But the docent I met said what happened to her was a tragedy. I mean, he looked like he was going to cry just by thinking about it.
What happened?
He wouldn't say. All he said is her paintings will never bear her name. Apparently, everyone knows she's lost all credibility in the art world, but no one seems to know why.
Interesting.
I'll watch her from a distance for now.
From a distance. Alright, so we'll ask these 2 questions in the next video. In all honesty, we are running out of time.
Later.
And I got a lot to talk about in the outro. So, let's go ahead, I guess, save it here. I will look up a walkthrough. Seriously, this is frustrating me all the heck of why I'm not progressing. Alright, so at least now we know. Okay. Save again, just so that we don't make a mistake. Alrighty. Crazy video, yet again, no progress. We did talk to some people. Hopefully that helped at least a little bit. If not, well, that's sad. But let us talk about the Greek symbol mystery, number 60. I'm gonna try to hit just the basic points, even though I end up describing the first 5-6 chapters of it. Generally, almost the whole book, but hey. Normally a Nancy Drew book is at least 10 to 16 chapters. From what I remember. It's been a while since I've actually read a Nancy Drew book, unfortunately. I need to reread The Greek Simple Mystery. Anywho, Nancy and her dad, as well as Bess and George, go to Greece for a case that her dad took, and she decides to help out with that, which is to find someone's cousin and missing inheritance. Now, for some reason, the book doesn't say whose inheritance it is. You don't find out until the end of the book, which I really think is weird. But hey, at some point while she, Bess, and George are shopping in a specific area, I guess it's called the shopping district. I actually forgot which part of Greece they're in. It's probably Athens. No doubt, I wouldn't be surprised. But they're shopping, and so what happens is that a thief leaves, I would assume it's a museum, because that is where they stole a mask, presumably. And what they did was slip that mask right into Nancy's shopping bag. Huh. For some dumb reason, the Greece police automatically assume Nancy is guilty. They don't accept any verbal evidence that Nancy is a detective and that she is innocent. It just dug her right into a deeper hole. They would not accept anything from George or Bess. George literally had to leave the precinct and go to the direct source of where the theft happened. I know I'm spoiling it right there, but seriously, it frustrates me when police do that, either foreign or not. I don't like hearsay. I really don't. Because they assumed that she was guilty throughout the entire thing. They think that she is part of the gang that this thief is from. Yikes. And so that just kind of put her on a trail of figuring out what this gang is and what they're really doing. Anyway, I am really cutting it close. I gotta get going, everyone. But if you don't have a copy of the book, you can actually find one yourself at a website called openlibrary.org or archive.org. It'll lead you to the same place. Basically, it is a huge library database. There are so many different library search engines that you can choose from. You get to choose 5 books to borrow, 14 days for each book, and on the plus side, it's all free. The only thing you need to do is create an account. The only thing you need for that account is your email address. Also, you get to create your username, you create your own password. Those two, use your imagination. Make it unique. Seriously, you don't want people hacking using your free account. But seriously, I really like using this website. I gotta get going, everyone, because the timer did go off. I gotta get to the game. So, I really do hope you check out The Greek Simple Mystery number 60. Hopefully I said the title enough times. If not, I'm just gonna say it one more time. With that, I love you all so much, my beautiful kids and viewers. I do hope you get to go to archive.org to check out number 60, The Greek Simple Mystery. I actually will put a direct link of the book in the description box below, which is awesome. Again, do check it out. With that, I will go ahead and bid you all adieu. And on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel and you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button. Make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. That'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays. Sorry, that was my old one. Which are on Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays, Nancy Drew. Sundays, the game of my choosing. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or nights, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube. Am I ever going to go back to the 3 videos a week thing? I honestly don't know, because I'm really liking the schedule I have right now with 2 videos a week. Jeez, how many videos have I uploaded? I need to check that.